I was 16, I won a great victory. I felt in that moment I would live to be 100. Now I know I shall not see 30.
The 2005 film Kingdom of Heaven, starring Orlando Bloom and directed by Ridley Scott, is a well-known movie about Baldwin of Ibelin and how he helped the Leper king defend Jerusalem from Saladin, the Kurdish Sultan of Egypt. But how true is it? In the late 12th century, during the period of the Crusades, King Baldwin IV of Jerusalem and Saladin of Egypt were key figures, and they would eventually battle each other in the famous Battle of Montgisard. In 1177, the 16-year-old Baldwin, who was severely affected by leprosy, led an outnumbered Christian force against Saladin's troops in what became one of the most famous moments of the Crusades. While Baldwin's allies were marching towards northern Syria, Saladin was making his way into the Kingdom of Jerusalem from Egypt. Though still recovering from malaria, Baldwin rode with Renaud of Chatillon to meet the Sultan with 375 knights, while the Knights Templar hurried to defend Gaza. Upon seeing how outnumbered he was, the king and his army retreated into the city. Baldwin ordered the Templars to abandon Gaza and join him. Saladin continued his march towards Jerusalem, underestimating the leper king. Believing he would not be followed, he allowed his army to spread out over a large area. But unbeknown to Saladin, the command he had left to subdue the king was insufficient, and now both Baldwin and the Templars were marching to intercept him before he reached Jerusalem. The Christians pursued the Muslims along the coast, catching their enemies at Montgisard. The Crusader army attacked their tired foes, whose numbers were said to be upwards of 20,000, compared to the combined forces of the Knights, which is said to be 4,500. Baldwin was said to be in the thick of battle. Adin's nephew Taqi attacked while Adin was preparing his Mamluk guard. Baldwin's army, in turn, caught Adin's troops by surprise. Adin gathered his unprepared forces and commenced the battle, but was quickly overwhelmed, and the Sultan only narrowly evaded capture. The victorious Baldwin returned to Ascalon, while only 10% of Adin's army returned to Egypt. Saladin would ultimately go on to defeat Baldwin at the Battle of Montgisard in 1179, and after Baldwin died in 1185, Adin eventually took Jerusalem, but the victory at Montgisard cemented Baldwin as a legendary figure in Christian history.